So I now have a 2017 Suzuki gsxr 1000 that I call Gray Dragon, and I have this 2018 Tuono that I call Black Dragon. Because when I look at them in the garage, I swear they just look like dragons. They're beautiful machines, and they slay whatever's in front of them. And so that's why I call them my dragons. The black one and the gray one. So today, Black Dragon is out having some fun, and it'll be Gray Dragon probably this weekend. I try to alternate riding them. They both get ridden a lot. I've got a track day coming up in September with this one. I might sneak a track day in before that with the Suzuki. And yeah, so that's my motorcycle situation. I recently did some riding at the Dragon. And a lot of people that are subscribed to this channel saw that video, and it was a MAXWRIST video.
Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. We got Ant-Man from YouTube here. I'm following Ant-Man. He's killing the game on the Aprilia.
And MAXWRIST is the coolest guy. I mean, I don't know how you feel about him. Some people love him, some people hate him, but I told him, hey man, I see you're at the Dragon. He was at Georgia just before that, and I rode with him while he was in Georgia. Followed him up and down the hill once or twice, and that was that. But I knew he was in at dealsgap. I told him I was coming, you know, and I'd love to ride with him. And he told me what time he would be at the Dragon, and he was like, I hope to see you there. I was like, okay, and I got there that afternoon, probably around 2, checked into my hotel. So I spent the night and got to the Dragon about 3, did one little practice run. And by the time I got back down, it was close to 4 o'clock. By like 5 after 4, Max pulls up with Fireblade Fetty, who's a great young kid, really talented rider, really cool, and Bad Kitty Time. It was one of his homeboys from California, I think. I think I've seen videos of them together in California. And yeah, and that's how that video happened. I'd met up with them. It was very quick. I was a bit nervous because I don't know the road well, and I had just met all of them, but the ride went down. And it was good, and I was able to actually stay with them a little bit, as nervous as I kind of was. Not nervous because I don't have the skills, but just, you know, the situation. I'm like, holy crap, I'm riding with MAXWRIST right now. It's just like it does something to you mentally for a second if you're not like a pro racer, which I'm not. I just love twisty roads, and I love doing track days. You know, that's about it. I try to ride safely and, you know, in a way that doesn't put myself in excessive danger. riding with him, it's like you got to push the limits a little bit. But I always tell everybody, don't ever ride with him or anyone else if you feel like you need to ride outside of your limits. Don't ever try to ride outside of your limits. That's my advice to any new rider or any veteran rider who's just, you know, trying to do something like that for the first time. Ride within your limits. If they disappear on you, they disappear on you. It's not the end of the world. You'll see them at the end of the road, or maybe you won't, but you'll live to tell the tale. But if you start doing stuff that your brain isn't ready to process, it could end bad for you. You know, I've seen it happen a lot. You know, I've been riding up in those North Georgia mountains since 1999. It's like 20-something years now, and I've seen a lot of carnage in that time. I've crashed a couple of times. I did a low side up in Highlands, North Carolina, and a high side at Jennings, Georgia. I've crashed a couple of times. Fortunately, by wearing protective gear, which I always do, I got up and walked away from both of them. I was lucky. But anyway, so that's a little bit about me. I'm now on my beautiful country road. Listen. A chill cruise out in the country. That's a new school they built. This is where I come after work to just get a little quick ride in. Welcome to the world of Ant-Man. Anyway, that's my story and a little bit of it, and hopefully I'd see people on this channel, or I can share some of my rides. I ride probably every week. I don't ride every day, but probably weekly, a couple of times a week sometimes. I have a full family at home, wife, 2 kids, one of which has autism and special needs, so I've got to be available for that, so it limits how free I can be, but I try to do as much riding as I can, with that being the reality of my life. Look at those horses. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and thanks for being here. And probably the next thing I post is going to be less talking and more riding. I just wanted to say hi, introduce myself, and hopefully be the beginning of a long relationship. Hell, I don't know. Or I might flake out and not post again. That's probably not the case, because I've invested in this Hero camera and a laptop, so we'll see. But stick around. I'm a real rider. I love to ride. I like to performance ride, which you will see. And yeah, that's about it. So take care. Love and happiness to all. And I'll talk to you soon.